guys, my name is Megan and welcome to another episode of Treat Yourself. Today we are going to be making pumpkin bread because it's about that time. And that's it, yeah, it's about that time. We're making pumpkin bread with real pumpkins today. So to make this bread, what you're gonna need is flour, sugar, regular white sugar and brown sugar, vegetable oil, baking soda, baking powder, a little bit of salt. We're gonna throw in some chocolate chips. And then of course you're gonna need your spices. So we're doing cinnamon, ginger, nutmeg, and allspice, some vanilla extract. And today's bread is actually gonna be vegan. So we're gonna use flax meal to make flax eggs for the bread.
You never said pumpkin.
And the pumpkin. I was like, I feel like I'm forgetting something.
You literally forgot
Like,
the pumpkin.
I have this and this and this and the pumpkin. The whole ass real pumpkin. This is gonna be bread. Wow, I'm so sorry. I didn't mean to forget you. Yeah, so in true treat yourself fashion, I'm gonna pour everyone a drink really quickly to begin. But it feels right today to start with a nice little glass of tea. I brewed up some rose tea and share it with my friends. Oh, and spill it. Hopefully it's good. I've never made this before and or tried it. Also, don't burn your esophagus. We're gonna hang out, we're gonna get a little cozy, we're gonna have some tea and make some bread because fall is approaching. Here you go. Cheers, tea time with friends. Isn't it cute?
That is very good.
Now I'm gonna start sweating in this sweater immediately. Delightful. Okay, let's make some bread. What we're doing today is we're making our own pumpkin puree for this bread. It's way easier than you think. It tastes so good. Literally, all you do is you cut a pumpkin like it's a spaghetti squash. Sorry, I just had a stroke. You cut a pumpkin like it's a...
Are you okay?
No, I'm not okay. I woke up really early this morning. Why am I talking to the pumpkin? We're just gonna cut it and put it in the oven. But first, y'all thought we were just drinking tea. We're gonna have a shot. Today, we're gonna be having some apple pie moonshine from Short Mountain Distillery, which is in Tennessee, which was recently the host of our very own fake Bonnaroo when Bonnaroo got canceled. So we bought a bottle to support them and it's pretty good. So we're gonna have some. All right. Cheers.
Cheers.
Yeah.
It's good.
It's not as...
Okay, it's great.
It's not as sweet as other apple pie moonshines I've had in the past.
I mean, still moonshine though.
I was gonna say
It's
that I
moonshiny.
didn't get the really, like, the apple vibe until the very end.
It's
Okay,
definitely a little strong. It's definitely still a moonshine. All right. Now that we've taken a shot, we're gonna cut this pumpkin. You just do it. You know what I mean? We're gonna cut it right in half.
Please be careful.
I will do my best.
To be honest, I have a pro tip.
Okay.
It's not, I don't know if it's pro, but it's a tip.
Okay.
It actually helps to stab it all the way down and then you come, yeah, like that. You see what I mean?
I do. What now, Sierra?
And then the knife gets stuck.
Winter squashes are always really tough to cut.
Ooh.
Was it nice? Did it sound like bones cracking? So you're gonna cut your little pumpkin in half. You'll notice this is a small pumpkin. This is a pie pumpkin, also known as I think they're called sugar pumpkins sometimes too. They're littler and they're sweeter and there's more like juicy meat goodness on the inside, whereas a jack-o'-lantern is just like big, hollow, more of a squash. A pumpkin is a squash too. A gourd, right?
Aren't they all gourds?
Gourd gang. They're all
Gourd
gourd
gang.
Gourd gang?
Yeah.
Gourd gang,
They're
yeah.
all gourds, I
Gourd gang.
think.
I think they all are gourds, yeah. I'm gonna scoop out the seeds. You're gonna scoop out the seeds, but you're gonna keep them because A, we're going to use them as partially garnish on top of the bread. You're gonna scoop out your seeds, you're gonna keep them, you're gonna toast them, you can eat some, they're delicious. We're also going to put them on top of the bread. You're gonna want a little bowl nearby that you can take the seeds and put them in. But what I do have is a parchment paper lined cookie sheet, and I'm going to drizzle like a tiny bit of oil into the inside of each pumpkin piece and then just brush it around. I'm gonna use my little basting brush, kind of spread it around, place it face down, and I have my oven preheated to 400 degrees. We're gonna bake it for 45 minutes until it's really soft. You should be able to literally take a fork and when you stick it in, like the whole thing will just sink in. It'll be that soft. So yeah, we're gonna do that and then I'm gonna clean off the seeds and then we'll be back. So that looks great. I'm gonna squish it. Oh yeah, it's super squishy good. You want it like about that? Look at this. You see that? Amazing, that's how you know it's ready. However, this is gonna be hot as shit. So there's no way you're gonna touch this right now. I'm just gonna put this aside for a second. We're going to mix our dry ingredients. So we're gonna start with 2 cups of flour, sifted. I have learned my lesson. We're gonna do it right this time. To that, we're adding a teaspoon of baking soda. We're adding a 1/4 teaspoon of baking powder, a pinch of salt. We're going in with the cinnamon. You know what it is. The recipe says a teaspoon. I say as much as the heart desires, maybe like a fuck ton. A little bit of allspice. We're gonna add a little bit of ginger and a little bit of nutmeg. I'm just gonna combine the dry ingredients, set them aside, and then we're going to combine the wet ingredients. Ingredient transition, sorry. So, we're gonna do 1.5 cups of sugar. I'm gonna be crazy and just eyeball a 1/2 cup. 3/4 cup of vegetable oil, and you're gonna add vanilla extract, and then we're going to add our flax eggs. So to make a flax egg, 1 tablespoon of ground flax meal to 3 tablespoons of water. And if you can see, it kind of gets like goopy thick, and it's a good egg substitute for baking. So we're gonna add 3 eggs. And if you are not trying to make a vegan bread, add 3 eggs. You can do applesauce if you are trying to make it vegan, but you don't have flax. But anyway, once you have all of your wet ingredients together, you're just going to stir to combine them, and then we're going to put them into our dry ingredients. And hopefully by the time you're done doing this, your pumpkin will not be molten lava to the touch. That is pretty hot still, but we're gonna go for it. So what we're gonna do now is, holy shit, very hot pumpkin. There is definitely a better and more intelligent way to do this. I know that for a fact. This hurts.
Would you like to come back?
You know, yeah. Let's let this cool down for a few more minutes if you don't mind. Shots though? I'm like putting my body over a hot pumpkin. Cheers, yeah. So, now that your pumpkin is not literal molten lava anymore and you can touch it, you're gonna take a fork and scrape it out. The recipe calls for technically 3 cups of this, but honestly, I'm just gonna put the entire pumpkin into the bowl with all of the rest of the ingredients, because that's just how I feel about it. And you're gonna stir it in somehow, because your dough's a little bit thick. It does look a little interesting, I will say that.
Macaroni in a pot.
Someone had to say it! Honestly, I kind of want to taste it again.
Do it.
See if it tastes
Take a
good
big
with
old
it.
spoon. Get a spoon.
No, I'm not gonna do that. You want to
You'll
eat a
take
spoonful of this?
You'll eat a
All right.
spoonful of it?
All right. Introducing Kelly. Welcome to Crude Culinary. Eating a spoon of bread batter.
Welcome to the show.
Thanks for having me. Thanks for having me.
It's just like spice bread, right?
Some spice bread.
Yeah.
Liquid spice bread.
Mm-hmm. Does it taste like baby food, or does it taste good? Or like good
No, it's
baby
really
food?
Mmm, Gerber.
She would eat it again, everyone. I'm sweating, everyone. Okay, everyone. The last in the audience, just Kelly. Yeah. We're gonna get our lives together, and we're gonna bake this fucking bread. The last thing I'm gonna do to this pumpkin bread is add a bunch of chocolate chips to it, because that's just the way that I like to do it in my soul. We have some Enjoy Life. They're dairy-free. They're vegan. And I'm gonna use most of them so that I can put some on top. Have a loaf pan lined with parchment paper, and we're just gonna pour it in there. I'm going to sprinkle some of these toasted pumpkin seeds on the top. The rest of our chocolate chips are gonna go on top as well. We're gonna put brown sugar on top for crispy deliciousness. She's looking cute now, I'm not gonna lie. Now that you've made a mess all over your whole kitchen, that's it. Your pumpkin loaf is ready, topped. So we're going to put this in the oven, preheat it to 325 degrees for 30 minutes to an hour, depending. Just kind of check on it periodically. Cheers. Yeah. Do the. Anyway, we'll be back with, I was about to say banana bread, pumpkin bread. All right, everyone, we are back with some beautiful vegan pumpkin bread. We had this in the oven, admittedly, probably for like an hour and a half, I'm not gonna lie. My oven's kind of broken a little bit, so that's kind of on me, but you should probably, like an hour. An hour would be good. Crispy on the top, do you hear it? Come on. Beautiful crispy on the top. Got a little crispies from the brown sugar, and I don't know about y'all, but I'm ready to try it. So look at that steamy, beautiful, wow, okay. First of all, it's delicious. It almost tastes a little like I could have baked it longer. I think it kind of works. It's just really soft. Spiced, chocolatey, it's rich, it's like, but also it slaps. Like you can't go wrong. Yes. Literally.
Fall hug.
Warm fall
I love
hug. That's
Pumpkin.
perfect.
That's so
Halloween.
wholesome.
Fall.
That is wholesome. A warm
I
fall
love it.
hug.
Seasonal depression who? It's like the point though.
Yeah. Yeah. I personally like it with a lot of chocolate. It just
It
do be a lot of chocolate.
A dense bread.
It do. I knew it was gonna be. You saw how thick the batter was. We're gonna do a little bonus round and put a little scooplet.
A scooplet?
I love that.
Yeah, a vanilla ice cream, not dairy, by the way. I feel like this is about to level it up so much. Yes, absolutely yes. Wow. All right. It kind of balances out how like heavy intense it is because it's like cold, refreshing, delicious. I don't know. Ice cream is not refreshing, but you know what I mean? Ew, not that lappy.
Oh my god. So good. It really does.
The ice
balance
cream,
out really well.
right? That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
100%.
Right? It makes a big difference.
Oh yeah.
Put vanilla ice cream on anything warm, fresh out the oven, and like,
Dude.
it's gonna be a good time. All right, well, you heard it here first, folks. They liked it. Pumpkin bread slaps, so make some. That's all I gotta say to you. Goodbye. Don't follow me. That's not nice.